And we are back with Game 2 F-League 2024 here at Mount Evelyn. Carlton v Aku. A very young side from Carlton. Good to see a lot of young players out there. Aku as well, actually. Some stalwarts and some young players. Nikki, Mary, Lucy, Jess Au. All out on the pitch. Big lineup. Massive lineup. Daniel Bradley in the box for Aku as well. Very young team. As I said, nice little pinch from Nikki there. Some of these girls from Aku were here very late last night with the national women's team's trials, as Bruno Canavan, the assistant coach for the women's and the men's national team, here last night. Oh, cheeky Meg on Lucy Rimmer there, but Aku in possession, so that's all fine. Jess Au taking control as Ali chases her across the pitch. Jess Au lines up. Great save by the keeper from Carlton. Young Sophia. Mary Hubert. Oh, very unlucky shot from Nikki. All set, nice system from Aku. Set up. Very calm from Aku. Fresh off the back of their season victory at Thomastown. The league that will be newly affiliated come 2025. Good to see all of futsal in Victoria working together. All the big players. Oh, unlucky from Lucy on the side. Nice cheeky touch from Mary. Nikki cuts it back. Oh, nice commitment. Starting to settle now, Carlton. Maya Watson-Lowe on the sideline, warming up for Carlton, ready to take the pitch. Here we go, Aku set the restart from the side by Jess Au. Mary Hubert looking for something. Great play from Aku. Emily Shields just clearing that out. Reese giving some clear instructions from the sidelines here. Very interesting start to the game. Oh, very unlucky not to have a back post runner there. Lucy will be a little annoyed with herself for not making that run on, thinking Jess was going to pop it in.
And Gnomes, I do apologise, not to give you a jump scare. I don't think you realised I was sat next to you, but I was stuck, stranded on the... Well, in the canteen, almost grabbing my flat white. Needed it to get us up and about for this one. Aku returned to court, of course. They're up against FC Carlton Heart.
I can smell it.
Coffee breath and coffee in hand is Ubik. Wants to get to work. 2-on-1 for Aku. It's a great save by the Carlton Heart keeper.
They've had a couple of shots in there. They're hungry for a goal here.
Wasn't to leave you stranded all on your own on commentary. Never
okay.
dared do it to you.
I can talk all day to myself. It's totally fine. The listeners are involved. Jessau. Great little touch there from Jess. Mary looking for a parallel ball. There we have it. And Nikki, she'll be a little annoyed at herself for that little touch, a bit loose. She's very conscious there, Lucy, to show that little number 8, little Annabelle Yates. She's actually a young Matilda, young Annabelle Yates here from Carlton. But Lucy was very conscious not to let her show the line there with young Maya Watson-Lowe down the line. She's a very strong player there for Carlton. Mary Hubick clears it.
It's been quite the year for Mary Hubick, all considered. Well, she's taken out 2 series futsal women's titles. Melbourne Evolution.
Absolutely has. She's very good. She's working hard. She's also one of our... that's 3 back posts gone. Absolutely begging for Aku there so far. She's also one of our state team coaches, Mary is. So it'll be good to see some of her young girls here tomorrow as they have state training and during the women's matches, which will be very exciting.
Quite the pedigree built around Aku's number 77. Made the mid-year transfer across. And it seems titles follow her wherever she goes. As Hubick back in possession as Galanos wide.
She's quite the playmaker, Mary.
Quite the precision shot also. She boasts on both feet as well. It's not as if she only has the 1 foot. She can use 2 as good as each other. As Jessica Rao gets it back. Great control from the captain.
Cruz is back on the pitch too.
Brilliant ball. Be scrambled in. And Aku opened the scoring. Jacinta on the score sheet. There's a real scramble right inside the box. And Aku make it work to their full advantage. They lead by a goal.
Very exciting game here. Just watching Nikki set up top. She's very young too. Nikki, part of our youth women's program in the state player development. Very strong.
I had conversed with Atta Ibrahim of Maunt. He's 26.
No, he's not. That's fibs.
Can't say it's fibs. I thought he might have been a bit younger as well, but 26 is Galanos.
I'm not sure how. You know what? I think I've lost about 3 years and we were locked up in COVID. No one has aged in that time.
Those years don't count in accordance to
absolutely
gnomes, and I don't disagree, to be honest.
It's like stop clock. Oh,
brilliant save again.
Great strike, Nikki, there. Great strike. Jacinta de Cruz to set up from the side. Is that a corner ball? No, side ball.
Carlton looking to try evade their defensive half. Just can't seem to get it grooving at the moment. There's Watson Law trying to...
Yeah, May Watson. She's a very strong young player. Played a little bit in Spain, tournament-wise, a couple of years ago. Some coaching over there with Jose Ruiz, who was a stalwart in the Spanish national team. Now the president of the Spanish Players Association. May has had some time coaching with him, with his club in Guadalajara.
Oh, brilliant ball from Hubick to Wow. She holds it up inside the area for Galanos.
Oh.
Great move from Aku. That was brilliant, wasn't it?
The very
pass
good.
From Hubick was so inviting. And now nearly made something work from it. The corner works all the way back.
Here we go.
To Aku in a deep area where Delitz might have been.
Building here. Great movement from Aku. I'm really impressed with their movement at the moment.
Carlton get it back.
Great ball. Young Annabelle Yates back for the side ball here. Promising young Matilda. Just goes to show with played futsal from a very, very young age. And in the Murray region. And transitioned into the football lane. Clearly, futsal's where it's at. Develops great young players. Oh, nice little strike of the ball.
Side ball was taken short. The captain out of Howard gave it a real hit, and it
quick off the mark there too, Aku, to chase that down. They absolutely are not going to be camping in the defensive half. Lucy, strong defensively. Great left foot striker of the ball she is. I'm hoping to see her get a couple of shots off on goal here today.
Keeper getting overzealous. It was Ava Renga trying to pick out a teammate. Long searching pass.
Very long.
Bit too long. Isn't shot stopper, both keepers.
Yeah, very good. Bradley's a very good keeper too, Daniel Bradley.
Was involved also in that Evolution victory. Or title win, rather, in the first part of this calendar year. Yeah,
there's been some big transfers here in the at the start of the F-League season.
Jessica Rao measuring lateral pass will work nicely for Scholes, while the move won't come to nothing for Aku.
Not sure what he said.
Reece Teresi with a last little wave to us there on commentary, the FC Carlton Heart manager.
He's been over. We've had a pre-game chat, discussing the importance of development of the younger women's game.
Oh, and it's a let-off from Aku, and this might be inviting for FC Carlton Heart. Bit too pedestrian, that pass. The ball was moving.
Yeah. Emma to play that in, is it? Emma Tamea.
Tamea turns it over. The cross will find Bradley.
Big service. Oh.
You like the idea.
And she's quick too, but late night finish here last night. Well after 10 p.m. before the girls got away from here last night. The rain is coming down out here in the Ranges, Mount Evelyn. Oh.
Jessau will recycle, but there's an Aku shirt just on court at the moment. Clutching at the knee,
she does have
perhaps.
A little bit of a, I was going to say, she's got a bit of a hinky knee, does a little bit of a click now and again. I'll just wait and see how she goes, because once that coach steps on the pitch, she'll have to come off. So hold the coach out as long as we can so that she gets the opportunity to stay on if that's where she's at. Nice turn, Mayo. Nice little turn, Mayo Watson low down the line there. Little Maradona. Jacinda De Cruz not happy with the foul called against her after she dropped the elbow in to throw Mayo off the pitch.
What's Howard thinking here? Got to work with her left. There's an inviting ball towards the back posts. Where Scholes might have been lurking.
Interesting choice of cross there.
Not too fond of it, perhaps.
Oh, no, there wasn't just that the players just weren't quite ready or just maybe not quite aware. But I think they'll work it up. She's got some good leadership. They're obviously a very young team, and the leadership that Howard brings to the team will be very interesting.
It's Hugh Beak, lovely reverse pass. They could be in for a second. In fact, they will be. Brilliant play from Aku. And they will make it work yet again. And it's Jacinta Delitz who's blitzing it up at the moment. It's her second goal in this first half, where Acu have a 2-goal lead. A brace for their number 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Impact play came on. Jacinta de Cruz came on. 2 seconds, scores a goal, scores a second.
Not much more you can really ask for from your pivot. And Delitz has been very active. A lot of intent. You can see when she's off the ball, all the gesturing and how much she wants to have play come her way, as Howard could not manufacture a pass. Jessau will use Bradley. And
strong Jessau, very good strong footwork. Would have liked to have seen her turn down the line there to get behind the defensive line.
Galanos will stroll forward and combine with Al. Litz tried a really provocative pass, which hits the chest of an FC Carlton Heart shirt. Howard went for a slide. The shot was underway. Big save required again by Avarenga. Must be said, her shot-stopping efforts this season for FC Carlton Heart have certainly been imperative, despite what's been not the best campaign for them. As Galanos out wide will opt to strike.
Oh. She's keen for a goal, Nikki. She's had a few shots. Preparing for some substitutions at Carlton here.
As Al tried an effort again.
Really racking up the fouls there, Aku as well. 3 fouls.
Long searching ball, won't find anybody. Finds the arms of Bradley, who got play resuming. FC Carlton Heart just trying to have some possession. Aku been really lively when they've got it. They could be in for a third. It was a bit confusing. It's not been dealt with adequately by Carlton Heart. And they get out of jail. That was a lot more intelligent by Roca to just bounce the ball off Galanos and keep it with FC Carlton Heart deep in their defensive half. Nearly, not too far away.
Annabelle Yates again looking for that through ball. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought we were going to be away there. Timeout. I thought they were going to be away there. I thought Annabelle Yates put that ball through. I thought we were going to be on because young Maya here was all by herself up the top, and Jessau had given her a little bit of space. So.
It's one of the pleasures of futsal. It's so free-flowing. It's so quick. So there's no real time to flesh out what's going on at one given time. But Racing Teresi's having a certain delegation at the moment with his troops. He has to rally them to get them back in this contest. They trail by 2-0 with just under 4 minutes left in the opening half of this second clash today in Mount Evelyn for F-League.
It's a beautiful place to be. Raining, fabulous.
I know
Mary Hugh Beak will take the kick in and off we go again. Jessel off towards Galanos. Lovely flick. Litz, wow, has been as lively as you can imagine in all the right areas. Side possession, bobbling ball. Galanos controls. The release a little bit questionable for Al, who steps inside, trying to open things up on her right. Galanos, central for Hugh Beak, who's out to chase onto it. Can Carlton Hart push up here?
Lucky she's quick, Mary. Lucky she's quick.
In terms of quickness, her acceleration really separates herself from the rest of the crowd. Almost Scott Rogan-esque, you could, in terms of comparisons.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see them have a race, to be fair. Maybe we can arrange that for tomorrow after the games when they're both cooked.
Well, they're both going to be here today.
We might
So
be a chance.
that might have to
They'll
happen.
both be here tomorrow as well, because apart from F-League, they both are coaches for some of our state teams. Scotty coaching our 12s and 14s and the boys, and Mary with the one of our 13s girls teams. So maybe, once they're exhausted after tomorrow, we should have them have a race, I think. Would you think we'd have them race the pitch? I think we should have them run up Hereford Road. It's with an incline.
Not just futsal competitions, also triathlons coming up maybe in the near future.
They're all about the fitness. I think we could be in it. Sideline. We have a sideline little hustle going on.
Galanos to Litz, gets
Great
it
ball.
back.
Oh. Great ball, Jess Howe. Great ball. Real leader on the pitch, Jess. Brings a little something else. Very suave with her footwork.
Low dispatch will just go wide of everybody.
I'll just put the absolute mocker on her then. Commentator's curse.
The mocker?
Yeah.
I like that. I usually say the moz, but the mocker will do nicely.
The mocker on her.
What can Carlton Hart try? Just manufacture at their backline. They can't seem to really get it moving. Galanos with a high press. Keeper searches long. It was teasing. Bradley using the full length of her box. Rolls to Hugh Beak, who steps inside on her left. Great ball towards how they're building out Cube. Hugh Beak's in the box. Galanos couldn't provide the finish, but they'll get a corner. Great lunge to prevent a move occurring. Galanos is waiting for it. Hugh Beak's effort will be denied on the edge of the area from left to right. It was on the right side of the box.
Gentle little nudge from Mary to pop her out over the sideline.
As it's moved cross court by Carlton Hart. Litz will see it out of play. And now a turnover. Can Carlton Hart conjure up something? Howard was stretching. Jess Howe's evasive. She's getting away here, Jess Howe. She's still going. Hugh Beaks at the back post. She could not provide the finish.
You know, if there's anyone we should call the doctor, it should be Jess Howe. Because she is one.
Galanos worked it out towards Hugh Beak. Other side possession for Arcu. They're really enjoying this game so far.
I've been really impressed with Arcu.
Right where they want it.
Only a minute and a half to go in this first half of the first round of the women's games today, the F-League. F-League, season 2024. Big day of games. What's on our call card? Big day on the call card for the league matches.
Well, Fitzroy aren't too far away from taking to court.
These are back-to-back games. Fitzroy, Northern Phoenix up next, men's and women's. Interesting. A Moreland to finish for today. So only one game tomorrow. They've got two. So full day for them out here tomorrow.
Immense pressure upon Howard, the captain. Captain against captain, an hour one on that occasion. You could argue The stall warnings are just starting to sound in the cockpit of FC Carlton Heart. Jess out the reverse pass. Hugh Beak was waiting for it.
She was waiting for it and then didn't get a touch on it, but she'll play it in from the side. No, Watson Lowe had her held up quite strong there.
As Jessel moves it across towards Ubeek. Back out to our central. Nice cut off. Here come FC Carlton Heart. What can they conjure up here? Nothing, because Acu are so defensively sound. And now Ubeek was in a one-on-one situation. And winning.
Strong tackle there from Mayor Watson Lowe.
Watson Lowe.
She's a local here at Mount Evelyn. Lives out this way. A few of the girls actually live out this way.
Not mistaken, I believe the doctor's also from this part of town as well, Avante Caro.
He is. He's out at... Oh, maybe I shouldn't give away what suburb he lives in. But he definitely lives out this way.
Just trying to get the broader community a bit immersed in what goes on with our futsal. And our heroes involved in it. Jess, our family, one of those, keeps the ball, gets the foul.
Yeah, quite a few of the players live out here, which is good. Adam Cooper as well lives out this way, not all the way out this way, but not too far.
Lovely footwork and a chance for FC Carlton opened up. It was Mayor Watson Law.
Little left footer there from Mayor. Quite the crowd building here today, early in the morning, on a wet Saturday. And that brings up half time in the first round of the women's here, F League 2024. Melbourne Arcu, FC Carlton Heart. The score is 2-2.
Sorry. And underway we go for the second half. Melbourne Accu with a firm commanding lead. 2 goals of that against FC Carlton. They open up the door very quickly in the second. And a change of goalkeeping personnel for FC Carlton Heart. And, well, I don't think you can have an introduction as quick as that there, Gnomes.
Zoe Caldwell between the sticks now. I think Arku will be looking to capitalise very quickly to let the keepers know that they are not afraid.
Long chip over the top. Beak will have to backtrack and utilise Bradley. Really excited to see where Accu can go with both their men's and women's outlets. A lot of youth really installed into it, but you really feel, Gnomes, that they're growing into
they absolutely
quite
are.
a powerhouse club.
Yeah, they've got some, their junior teams play over at Dandenong. So they've got some junior teams that Kui looks after over there. It's good to see their base growing. Not only a great club, but great teamwear as well. Lots of clubs using our Kui teamwear. Kui Mu, our resident designer, does my kits too for my club as well, to be fair.
And your club? Nope.
I'm Freelance Futsal. That's my big fat sign over there on that.
It's a beautiful sign.
Thank you.
Still getting rather acquainted with Gnomes beside me on commentary.
Jess out. Lucy. Oh, great ball, Lucy. That was good. Mary just didn't quite get around it there. Should be a little annoyed at herself.
It's worth mentioning, I think we're getting on like a house on fire considering we love this sport. As our loves taking over, edge of the box, numbers are queuing up, back heel for Hugh Beak. And that's as sweet as it gets for Melbourne Accu. Litz was goal scorer, turn provider. Hugh Beak at the back post. How brilliant was the back heel to open up for Hugh Beak, and Accu extend to a 3-goal lead. That was fantastic play.
We'll be seeing that as an Instagram reel later today.
On Football Victoria's page, mind you. Meanwhile, our edge of the box, cross comes in. It's well done by the keeper. The back heel from Litz was fantastic to open it up for Hugh Beak. Instinctive, she wasn't facing. But her back to goal still managed to get an assist. Very crafty and skillful. And arguably right now, the player of the match, it must be said, for Accu.
Yeah, I think so, actually. Northern Phoenix have started to roll into the house. That's good.
Hugh Beak.
And Fitzroy also starting to kit up, which is good. Everyone's starting to get here. Amazing. What a day. Full attempt on goal. Bradley very calm between the sticks, isn't she? Plenty of time. Uses all 4 seconds. Super aware she is, Danielle Bradley, that 4 seconds is a really long time. Annabelle Yates away. Oh.
Great save by Bradley. How about the evasive footwork to bamboozle both Accu defenders? It's brilliant from...
She's very crafty.
The crafty Carlton Heart custodian. And Zhao gave it a good flight. But never found its final destination.
You see the look on Annabelle Yates' face here. She's very hungry for a goal. Zoe Caldwell to restart the match. She's going to go long. Maya Watson low. Not quite.
Brilliant distribution from the keeper. That was
very good.
Fantastic. That was something you'd expect Bradley to really conjure up, but
yeah.
It was her counterpart at the opposite end of the court.
She's also a local here, young Zoe Caldwell. Came up through the junior ranks. Bit of a heavy touch there, Ali.
Accu trying to manufacture a pass out of their defensive half. Weren't able to do so. And play was turned over now with the captain of Howard. Another dispossession. Happens so quickly in futsal, doesn't it? You can't make a mistake when you transition at your defensive half.
Yeah, there's nowhere to hide on a futsal pitch. You get found out very, very quickly.
Hazau working. They move it towards the centre.
Big left foot. Not quite enough cut back.
It opened up for her. You really thought with a more controlled first touch she was going to open up and shoot towards the right side of goal.
I thought she was going to cut that back. Lucy actually also works at Arku. Look after their people at Arku. Everyone's got a job. Might go there myself, actually. Been talking to Ruse, who's currently in Thailand. Haven't long come back from there myself.
As Al tried to find something, will find a corner instead. Accurate looking for their fourth. 14 minutes left to this second half and second fixture of today's F League. Accurate with a firm commanding grip on it. Scott Rogan has entered the building for Fitzroy. The futsal Roo is here as Hugh Beak back heels. Jess Al takes a touch, thought about striking. FC Carlton Hart back in numbers to defend. Ball for Gilanos. Lots of control with this Acu move. Hugh Beak will receive edge of the box on the left side. Brings it centrally. Great ball to release Gilanos at the opposite end of court.
Just overran that. Mary Hugh Beak stayed at the back post, but great little cutback from Nikki there.
Jezau playing conductor. Hugh Beak.
Very calm here by Arku. Very calm. Great setup play.
They look so composed, so poised, so positionally aware of all the players and the movements.
Unimpressed by that call, Mayor Watson Lowe was. Gave the referee quite the face.
Just copped the bird from somebody. I've played socially against him. As Hugh Beak, meanwhile, down here on court, got her shot away, deflected, will get a corner. Hamza and Sakawal Jared. I don't like you.
That's love.
They're
lost, actually. They're lost. They haven't worked out where the men's toilet is. They're about to go down the stairwell.
Meanwhile, Jess out, stepping over. All players flurried back in this FC Carlton Hart defensive half as it works back to Bradley. Acu, transition with Hugh Beak. I look to set up yet again behind the ball. FC Carlton Hart. As it evades.
A loose touch there by Howard.
Howard, who tried to control.
I tell you what's real. Oh, here Gabe Zabellos in the house. Here he is. Massive amounts of fanfare. Look at the crowd building around him there. We're ready for autographs and all sorts. Some would say the mind behind Fitzroy. Tell you what is good to see, though, I'm not sure if you're aware, we have a lot of our futsal community, our leaders, you would say, our players, all coaching at nationals, coaching our juniors, helping in the leadership space. We run a state player development program down here, which we started putting together, kicked off earlier this year. Then Jimmy and I have been running that with the help of Adam Cooper, Scott Rogan, Cosimo Russo. Fantastic. Everyone working together, and then some of our state coaches, Mary obviously in that space with the girls, Beck Davies as well, Annabelle Yates there, quite strong on the ball of that. She's keen, she's hungry, young Annabelle. Young Matilda. Can we put that away?
Oh, it was a great move from FC Carlton Hart. That's a lot more like it from Interissi's troops, and Howard just couldn't pick out a teammate at the back post. But how about the passing movement forward from FC Carlton Hart there?
Great, strong work here from Annabelle Yates, she's very young, Annabelle. Yeah, so what was I saying? Beck Davies, also a state team coach. Scott Cozzi, coaching young Harmsa Swade up the top there. And his accomplice, coach manager for some of our junior teams. It's good to see our community putting back into our junior divisions, which is great. Strong defensively, Mayor Watson Lowe.
Hugh Beak, very wide of the court.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen her turn to the line there. She would have been behind the defensive line if she'd done that, but came back deep to Lucy. Now they've turned over possession. Cooey pulling his ears, looking for a timeout.
Play will have to resume. The referee's just a bit slow to issue that timeout. As the ball goes out of play, and a timeout will occur for Melbourne Accu. 3-goal lead, commanding hold upon the game. 8 minutes and 41 seconds left of this second clash in today's F League here in Mount Evelyn. And it's been very comfortable for those in green.
It has been. I tell you what, it's a very low foul count for the second half too. What they're talking about. Cooey giving some clear instructions. What's Reese doing at the other end? He's got the board out.
Timeout all wrapped up. Accu have the ball in their defensive half with Galanos. Side possession, they utilise the pivot. Galanos gets it back, couldn't ball roll away, and now FC Carlton Hart have options. Yates, one of those in the centre, Hugh Beat with a bit of body, and it opens up the field, and the court is open here. It's going to deflect, and it's going to go in. The keeper tried to make herself big, but it's a commanding lead now for Melbourne Accu. They transition with Mary Hugh Beat, turn provider.
And Lucy with the finish. What an absolute finish there.
Gobbled up the second chance, the first saved by the keeper. And Accu are, well, the women's side are erasing the bad taste in which the men's side had left in the mouth of their manager in the opening contest against the Blues. And having delegated with Francis Mara after that game, well, he certainly reckons they gave it everything, but just couldn't have things rolling their way.
Yeah, a little bit of a tweak to his pectoral muscle there too, I think he has. A few little niggling injuries for start of the first match.
And Francis Smart, must be said, he's got a very deep voice for a 21-year-old.
Doesn't he? Yes.
On quite, I can't really use the profanity, but I must say it's rather annoying.
Very, very manly.
Got legs for arms almost, considering the shape he's in, but it's enough said on Francis Marr. Back onto what's occurring here is Hugh Peake will chip forward. Going to find his lull periods in the game, perhaps. But, well, the rambling just might occur a little bit.
There might be a broken wrist there.
Broken wrist. FC Carlton Heart player just clutching at the wrist, as Gnomes mentions. And while the bib might be a momentary cast, as our investigative journalist is back onto the cause. Gnomes will have a look at what's going on there. The play will be stopped. FC Carlton Heart players just getting around there. One player clutching at the wrist, and that's not a promising sign. As play gets back underway here. Now, had it initially, or will try receive it. Edge of the box, gets there. Using the byline to her advantage. No nonsense clearance from the captain. Jessau rolls it. They'll try it all over again. Jessau's corner, taken short, gets it back, rolls it on. Litz, incisive. Galanos was out wide, trying to receive the pass. Now takes over again centrally and might have room to shoot. Works out wider on the right side of court. Lovely nutmeg from Al. Across the face of goal, the ball went. Galanos rolls. Litz, central, using the pivot to their full advantage are Acu. 6 minutes just under that left in this one as Al tried to keep going. Carlton Heart could be off to the races. It's 2 against 2. Howard's an option. The back post was the idea she was trying to execute, but just couldn't manage to do so. Bradley will roll for Galanos. A brace and an assist for Litz. Been a bit quieter in this second as Al tried threading the needle on towards Galanos. Could not get the pass through. Carlton Heart keeper trying to play something provocative over the top, and in doing so concedes possession. Bradley will have it again. Rolls it short. Galanos coming shorter. Litz recycling. Remains in Acu's defensive half. Yates keeps it in. She's all by herself. She's still going for FC Carlton Heart. Bradley made herself big. Galanos takes over. And now the counter charge might be on the cards for Acu. In fact, will go back to FC Carlton Heart. Those in burgundy rekindle numbers. It's up for grabs in the engine room. And Jessau calls for calm in possession. Litz playing pivot, trying to get things moving in the real middle of the court. Now out wide, stepping over, stepping inside, earning a corner. As Galanos never really trapped it properly. Gnomes, what's going on there? Considered that, well, FC Carlton Heart player was clutching at the wrist. Is all okay?
I think she might have broken her wrist, actually. So they whip her straight up to the hospital and get her looked at. Very unfortunate finish.
Well, injuries are certainly a part of any sport. Futsal does not shy away from it. Josh Allen, of course. You cast your mind to injuries and, well, quite the omission.
Very unfortunate for Jalen to be injured the way he was.
Don't mind the nickname you've coined there for Josh Allen, but
he's a gun, isn't he?
he's a fantastic player, and it's a major disappointment for Jimmy Soufis and neutrals, really.
I really would like to see young Jalen on the national team, actually.
Well, he wasn't too far away from a call-up, and the injury, I think, came at the worst time for him possible.
Yeah, if we're lucky, we might see him back for nationals if he...
It's a race against the clock, isn't it?
It's a race against the clock, yeah.
And while all considered, it is a hefty loss. Josh Allen, I know Fitzroy will manage or try to manage without him as best as they adequately can, but he's such an important player.
He absolutely is. Oh, big strike, Annabelle Yates there. Oh, that's a long one.
Northern Phoenix with some, well, Western United flavour injected into it, the likes of Taizé Sakurada, Saka Waljaran,
yeah, they've done there's been some very large transfers in the transfer window at the start of F League, which is good to see.
It all goes under the radar, though, it must be said. It's only on match day you really know what's going on with all those transfers.
I'm sure the people in the know in the registration space know that all the players have to be registered through the FV.
Yates opens up. Chance here for FC Carlton. Hard to take. And when they're there to take them, you simply must. And Yates made no mistake once she was in behind. And they claw one back, FC Carlton Hart. 3 minutes left on the clock.
For that for a while, young Annabelle Yates. So she'll be happy to have gotten that one through.
Not to cut off that previous point there, Gnomes, but, well, Acu committed all their players forward. And it left a Patica court open for Yates. And, well, had the sort of simple task. Had to remain composed and certainly did so once she was in behind. And they deserve that, FC Carlton Hart, it must be said. They've been under the pump for the majority of the game, and, well, to come away with a goal, it's certainly something in which they have been deserving of.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're still... Well, they've been quite strong. I don't think they'll be disappointed in how they've played at all. Some young girls here, so it's good to see them on the pitch. Bit of a limp coming out of Maya Watson-Lowe on the other side there. A little bit of an ankle twinge, maybe.
Howard stepped over, trying to keep some forward movement fluid for FC Carlton Hart, but nobody home to answer that phone call. And I'm really excited for what's coming up next. Our third instalment of F League today at Northern Phoenix.
Yeah, what a day.
Fitzroy.
What a day.
What a day indeed. But just looking at this Northern Phoenix side they've got, it's very young, but it's got a lovely injection of, well, attacking prowess. And there's some really exciting players that are warming up and are ready to be at the disposal of Tyler Lewis and Akon Joe. Coaching staff, of course.
I wonder if Joe brought me back a gift.
I was hoping for one as well, but I'm not holding my breath.
Well, you were as forceful as I was. I was very firm in my requirement. Oh,
great save.
That was a very good save. Very lucky. Lucky for FC Carlton Hart. Unlucky for Jessau and the Arku girls.
Jessau receives it very deep from the corner, stepping inside centrally, works it out to the pivot. Let's lateral pass. They work it out wide to out. In a phone box just to work out of. The effort was there, but sent into, well, the roof pretty much.
They're picking that up in the car park out the front.
There's no nets, I'd say. The amount of times I could have quoted that in all my time calling futsal has been many times. There's a player for Pasco Val, I'm not sure if he caught it, Gnomes, but Misqueta, I believe his name was, in the men's series competition. And he hit the ball that hard that it actually hit the top corner of the roof, and it sent me into hysterics on a call one night. And while the roof wasn't there, it would have ended up at Keon Park.
Yeah.
Station out in Thomastown. Station 3 stations over from where we're based. Out of the series competition. It's lovely flick from Hugh Beak.
Really great overlapping run there from Maya Watson-Lowe, actually. She saw the opportunity to cover the cover, as is required in futsal.
Cover the cover.
Yeah.
It's been cut off, and now numbers remain with AQ. They'll buy a corner. Not sure Carlton Hart were trying to get rid of that ball in that fashion, but minute 35 left on the clock. AQ closing in on a victory in the Women's F League. They're not too far away from doing so. There's nobody home at the back post. Our perhaps could have been there.
Yeah, I think she thought that might have just gone in from the front side there. She's ready. Only a minute and a half to go. I think they're pretty comfortable with where they're at, crew, at this point in time. But again, futsal stop clock. Anything could happen.
I cannot wait for what we're about to see. Javara Nepomuceno on court with Scott Rogan. Hamza Chandab on court with Sako Aljaran, Rianu Aljaran. There's so much flavour to the next contest. And dare I say, it might be our starlight of the entire occasion here this Saturday. I love the recruiting executed by both Fitzroy and Northern Phoenix. And as much as this game has been, or had its moments rather, AQ, of course, have been the dominant force. But, well, it's two worlds colliding in the next one, and I'm really excited for it.
Yeah,
Gnomes.
There's some young players there for Northern Phoenix who've actually come out of the Fitzroy junior development program. So, interesting that's going to be.
Yates has got possession back. It's really well done by Bradley. She loves to play that sweeper-keeper role, and she had to on that occasion.
Ali Smart's done well to keep that in too. Oh, that's a corner, surely.
Taking no chances was Danielle Bradley at her near post, and FC Carlton Hart will try to find a consolation with 25 seconds left on the clock.
So I thought she got up with a little bit of a limp there, Danielle Bradley, but...
Here's the cross. Yates gets her foot on it. Shot was dispatched from FC Carlton Hart on the edge of the area. Can they find a consolation prize?
Great little touch, Ali Smart. Not quite picked up.
Our will progress forward. Clock might beat everybody. Hubik has to shoot. 5 seconds left on it. They work it to Galanos. Al has to shoot on the siren. She does. Melbourne AQ in the Women's F League are, well, they've taken off. They've gotten their first victory in the competition at the expense of FC Carlton Hart as we draw to a close for our second fixture on Football Victoria's social pages today. Melbourne AQ 4, FC Carlton Hart 1.
Don't forget to rejoin us on the stream for the next match, Fitzroy v Northern Phoenix. See y'all there.